Finally! I know guys, I'm sorry. This video took a lot longer to come out than it should have, but I was just busy with a lot of other things, and these speculation videos take a long time to edit, so I had to do some shorter videos instead, but today I had time to do this video, so I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys enjoy it. So, of course, welcome to another Cars 3 speculation video. Today we'll be talking about the possible Doc Hudson flashback in Cars 3. The keyword there is possible. There may not even be a flashback of Doc in the movie, but it's very, very likely, and I'll explain why in the video. Now, of course, this is purely my personal speculation and predictions, so feel free to disagree with them and leave your own thoughts in the comment section below. I always love reading your comments and interacting with you guys because it creates some really good discussion. So alright, now that we got that taken care of, you guys can check out the new poll I have in the top right hand corner of this video for a future Cars 3 speculation video you want me to do. I got some pretty cool options this time around, so feel free to vote. Of course, this video won the poll on my McQueen's Crash video back in December. It received over 2,000 votes, which is 65% of the people who voted, so thank you so very much for voting. Now, I may do some other Cars 3 videos before the one that wins this poll, just because there may be some other news that's released or another sneak peek, whatever it may be, just keep that in mind. Now, before we get into the video, I want to thank Tanya Lees so much for the absolutely stunning art of Doc Hudson and Smokey that you're looking at right now. Man, the art is just phenomenal. When I looked at it for the first time, I nearly fell over. It's just unbelievable. So thank you, Tanya Lees. The link to her page on DeviantArt is in the description below. Definitely go there and check out her other pictures. They're all fantastic. So now, let's get right into the speculation video. So far, there are two pieces of evidence that suggest there will be a Doc Hudson flashback in Cars 3. They're very, very good pieces of evidence, at least in my opinion. So first of all, in the Cars 3 synopsis that was released last June 2016, it mentions that McQueen will get inspiration from the late fabulous Hudson Hornet, who obviously is Doc Hudson. This could be interpreted several different ways, but it definitely proves that Doc will have some role in the movie. The second evidence is that we know there will be a Thomasville Speedway toy playset that includes a Doc Hudson car. If you guys don't know, Thomasville Speedway is that abandoned speedway that appeared in the extended sneak peek called Lightning Strikes, and I'll be showing pictures on the screen to refresh your guys' memory. So now, why would kids want to buy a playset with a character they didn't visually see in the movie? So there you go. You can't really argue with that. That's some pretty clear evidence that Doc will visually appear in Cars 3 in action. But the question is, how will he speak? Because his actor in Cars 1, Paul Newman, sadly passed away in 2008. Now, there are a couple possibilities as to how he could speak, and one of the possibilities is actually that maybe he doesn't speak. So, theory number one, he doesn't speak at all, like I said. It's as simple as that. We just see him visually on the screen, but he doesn't actually speak. Moving on to theory number two, since the flashback might go back to Doc's younger years, they could cast a younger actor to voice Doc. Of course, this new actor would sound drastically different from Paul Newman, so you can definitely tell the difference between their voices, and so it's not disrespectful to the memory of Paul Newman playing Doc Hudson. Let me know what you guys think about this theory. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's very possible as well. So moving on to theory 3 now. They could use snippets from Paul Newman's previous recordings to have him say a couple lines. I wouldn't imagine him saying much if they use this method because they don't have many previous recordings to patch together, but it is possible. I believe they used it with a character whose actor died in the Star Wars Force Awakens movie. I think I'm right about that. Not 100% sure though. Let me know down in the comment section below for those Star Wars fans out there because I'm I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if I'm actually talking about something legitimate. And now theory number 4. So the other theory that I have here is that they recast Doc altogether with an entirely new actor. I'm referring to the older Doc, not the younger one like before. Now I highly doubt this will happen because it would completely taint the memory of Doc Hudson being played by Paul Newman. It would tarnish that memory and just would be disrespectful. So if they cast a younger actor to play younger Doc Hudson, it'd be fine because you'd hear the distinct difference in their voices. Young Doc would still sound similar to Doc in Cars 1, but you'd definitely be able to tell that difference. So in my opinion, those are the ways we could hear Doc speak in the movie, and of course he can appear without speaking as well. This is a pretty controversial topic, so let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Now let's talk about what the flashback would exactly be. First, you need to know who Smokey is if you don't already. He's a new character in Cars 3 that's an orange pickup truck. I did a video on him a couple months ago and pretty much talk about him in every Cars 3 speculation video because I'm pretty sure he spoke in the recent Cars 3 sneak peek. And of course, the link for my video on him will be in the description below if you're interested. So we know that in the Mattel diecast toy line for Cars 3, there will be a young Smokey and a regular, presumably older Smokey. This young Smokey diecast will be released in a 2-pack with Dirt Track Fabulous Hudson Hornet. So Smokey and Doc definitely will have some connection in the movie. And also, on the sides of Smokey, it says Thomasville. So we know that Smokey used to work at Thomasville Speedway. And my guess is that Smokey fixed Doc after his crash, and when Doc couldn't return to racing, Smokey helped inspire him to become a medical doctor because obviously in Cars 1, that was Doc's job. And if you guys don't know, Smokey owned, or maybe he still owns, an automotive service repair shop, so he's already in that similar business. So we have all these ties now. Smokey is connected to Thomasville, Doc is connected to Thomasville as well, and Smokey and Doc are connected as well. And we see in the trailer that McQueen and Cruz Ramirez visit Thomasville, so it's all starting to piece together, guys. And this is what I love about speculating because it all comes together and you kind of have that aha moment. But anyways, so in the flashback, we could see him being repaired by Smokey and them simply talking about stuff because I assume they're good friends. And this could occur in the movie after McQueen crashes and possibly is fixed by Smokey. Yes, I think McQueen will be fixed as Smokey just like Doc was fixed by Smokey as well. Smokey would then tell McQueen about his experience with Doc in the past and maybe encourage him to retire because that's what Doc did. And now another possible way Doc could appear in a flashback is in the time between Cars 1 and Cars 2 when he's training with McQueen. I think this could definitely happen because then it would come around full circle for the final race in Cars 3. McQueen thinks back to his training with Doc and is motivated to win the race. Then bam! He wins the race and beats Jackson Storm. That would be an amazing end to the movie. And I also think it's very likely that we will see Doc race at the Thomasville Speedway and possibly crash as well there in the flashback. So those are my guesses. There are other possible flashback situations as well. Those 3 are the most likely in my opinion, but let me know if you have another one because I'd love to hear it. And let me know what you guys think about everything in general. Like I keep saying, I love interacting with you guys and just creating discussion. I try to reply to most of my comments, but I've just been really busy lately. And you know, a lot of my comments aren't that, I guess you could say, I don't know, constructive because they just say like, here, do this video or something like that. So try to reply to the comments that actually bring something new to discussion or say nice video. You guys know, stuff like that. So before I end off this video, I want to talk about a couple comments on my previous videos regarding Doc Hudson in Cars 3. So the Wolf Gamer thinks that McQueen will flash back to Doc during his crash. So basically, while he's flying through the air, he flashes back to what Doc told him about his own crash. Now, I think that this is a great theory, and in my opinion, it's entirely possible. It would be a great place to insert a flashback to Doc and would add a lot of emotion to the movie, and it makes perfect sense. So great theory, the Wolf Gamer. I definitely like to see that happen. Another comment that I want to talk about is from Dusty Vanderson. So first of all, thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate it. And Dusty thinks that since Pixar is going down a darker path with Cars 3, is it possible that we could see a spirit of Doc talking to McQueen in private? So Dusty, absolutely. That's a great theory, and it relates to what I was talking about earlier with McQueen being motivated by Doc before the final race. I think Doc could definitely make several spirit appearances talking to McQueen throughout the movie. Of course, it would all just be in McQueen's thoughts being conveyed through Doc based on what McQueen knew about him from training and whatnot, anything before. So that's a fantastic theory, and I think we could see a combination of Dusty's idea and the Wolf Gamer's idea as well. It definitely makes sense, and I personally would love it if they did that. Now there's one more thing I want to talk about before I end off this video, and that is the television show The Arrow. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it or watched it before, but it's a great show. I've kind of stopped watching it recently though because I simply don't have the time, unfortunately, but it's a really good show. And throughout the entire series, there are always flashbacks going back to the main character's past. I find those really entertaining, and sometimes I even prefer those over what's actually happening in the present. And I think we could see something similar in Cars 3. Like throughout the entire movie, we get several different flashbacks. I don't think there will be one flashback and that's it. I think it'd be cool at least to see different flashbacks throughout the movie. Maybe one at the beginning, one in the middle, one toward the end, and maybe one at the very end of the movie. I just think that would be awesome because, especially going back to the spirit of Doc Hudson, Doc could be talking to McQueen throughout the movie. So you have him talking to him about specific things that are going on in the movie, like the crash, Cruz Ramirez, Sal, etc., stuff like that. Maybe even the town, whatever it could be. I think that would just be awesome. Let me know what you guys think down below, and if you have seen the Arrow show yourself. I think it's a great show. I just love those flashbacks, especially season 2 and season 1. Season 3 had some great ones as well, but I maybe could do a video on that in the future, expanding my channel. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and feel free to vote in the poll for another Cars 3 speculation video you want me to do on my channel in the future. Also, if you want to be featured in a video, just leave a comment asking a question or creating some discussion, and I may answer it in a video like this one here. So hopefully we can learn more about Doc Hudson in Cars 3 before the movie actually comes out, but I don't think we'll see him in any trailers. If he is in a trailer, it would be like the last one released in May, most likely. So like I said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time for another video. Bye now.